All right, so I just finished a training session, beautiful French countryside. I personally gained 17 plus kgs of muscle naturally. I've been in the gym for over 9 years. I've done over 1,000 sessions, tracked thousands of meals. The message of today is really about consistency. Today, I didn't want to train whatsoever. I'd been working on the computer all day long, and to get to my gym, it's a close to 40-minute drive. Those days are the days that truly count, not because of this motivational foo-foo. The days you don't want to track the foods, the days that are difficult, those are the days that truly ingrain that new version of yourself in your subconscious mind. When it's easy, everything's cool. When you're motivated, all of that is fun. Training, you can get the calories and you're motivated. But what happens when you're not motivated? That was today. Now, the reason I've been able to transform, and my transformation has completely changed every single facet of my life, is not because of some magic exercise, some magic routine, some magic food. It's because I've done the same consistent training sessions, tracking my meals, going to the gym when I didn't want to, getting my protein consistently over 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, consistently. What truly allowed me to transform was never a 90-day sprint. It was never a sprint. It was always the repetition of those actions over the long term. That is why having a sustainable approach is so important. Obviously, there's days I don't want to train. There's days I'm not going to feel motivated to do it, but I follow my plan. I do it anyways. When you have a sustainable approach, that means for me, I train 3 times per week. It's super effortless. It's super manageable long term. I can live my life, I can enjoy, can focus on building my business, I can do so many other things while fitness being running in the background of my life. The true physique you're after, the filling out your clothes, all of those things are not going to happen overnight, and they can only happen if you stay consistent long term. The reason I've been able to stay consistent for so long is because not only I have that approach that's super maintainable, but I also have some structure. That means I have a plan. A lot of guys struggle with consistency because they have no structure to follow. A structure is, I'm training this day. I'm doing these exercises in this order. All right, today I'm gonna have 3 meals, combined of 700 calories each. You don't have to go that much in detail, but the structure is what allows you to be consistent. I would never have been able to stay consistent had I not followed the plan. Now, you combine structure, a bit of structure in your life when it comes to training and nutrition, plus something that you can sustain over the long term from day one. Time is the only variable between you and your goal. Obviously, your transformation is going to take time, but guys underestimate how much they can accomplish in 6 months. In 6 months of focus, when it comes to my coaching program, we focus on 1 kg per month at first. Based on pictures, we see if we can go faster. Within 6 months, you can gain 5 to 7 kgs. Obviously, that's going to help. Your frame is going to fill out, your clothes are going to look better. You can create so much momentum in those 6 months with a structure, a sustainable approach, and a plan. I have many stories like this. I have my boy Kiran, who'd been lifting for 8 years prior to working together, with a bit of structure from day one when it comes to his training. He was just going to the gym randomly, hoping for the best. He wasn't tracking his calories. He had no idea how much he was consuming in terms of food, what were the foods necessary for him to grow. And it's like within 2 weeks, a bit of structure, he's already on the right track. He already gained 500 grams. You could have been struggling for so many years. Within 2 weeks from now, you could already be hitting the ground running with a plan, with momentum, with the right approach. You do that for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. After that, you're already seeing results. You're on the right track, and it's like you're creating this positive momentum. And sure, there's days you're not going to want to train, there's days you're not going to want to eat certain foods, hit the calories. Maybe one day you miss. All right. The most important when you miss, this is what I tell my clients, it's like, get the lesson. All right, I wasn't able to hit my calories today, and I'm like, all right, what could you have done better? Maybe I could have prepared my meals in advance. Maybe I could have brought snacks with me to work. Maybe I could have trained in the morning instead of at night when I'm completely exhausted after my work. Certain days, despite how hard you try, it might just not happen. Get the lesson from that. How can you come back better next time? How can you do it a bit better next time? I've been through so many things throughout my 9 years. Injuries, I've made so many mistakes. I've taken 1 step forward, 1 step back. I got to 65 kgs after 5 years of consistent lifting. I've been through every single one of the phases. And throughout those phases, Sometimes it takes me 2 weeks, a month to get the lesson to not make that mistake again. But it's always identifying when you can't stay consistent, when you're not following through on your promises. Ask yourself why. Always ask yourself why, to then, what can I do better next time? What can I do better next time? I'm going on a bit of a rant here, and once you solve all of those individual issues, it's like, all right, I can't gain weight. Let me look at my foods. Let me look at my eating structure. I skipped breakfast this morning. I wasn't able to hit my calories today. Why? Because I was unprepared. And it's like solving each one of those problems. This game is problem solving like anything else. If you're blaming your fast metabolism from day one, you're not going to be able to go through this process. You're not special. Guys like you have done it before. Thousands of guys have gained weight, have transformed, have built muscle. You're not special. Is that you don't have structure, you don't have a plan, and you've been avoiding the boring work for so many years. The reason I can say this, I personally worked with 70 plus skinny guys, and I've heard every single excuses. When we look at the facts, when we look at the habits, those habits are not optimized for you to grow. And it's like, that's an easy fix. A bit of structure, a plan. When you go to the gym, within 2 weeks, you could be on track to gaining the 5 to 10 kgs of muscle over time. It's not going to happen overnight, but at least see the initial momentum. With that being said, the final message is the days you don't want to do it, those are the most important days. Not because of some foo-foo motivation, but because when it's easy, it's fine. It's easy. You can train, you're motivated. But when it's hard, those are the days that ingrain that new identity into your subconscious mind. So when it's hard, make sure to push through, especially on those hard days. Once you do 5, 10, 20 hard days where you don't want to track the foods, you don't want to train, those are the days that are truly going to ingrain that new identity in your mind, and you're slowly going to become that new version of yourself. If you want to see exactly how I help skinny guys transform, build the body of their dreams, gain 5, 10 kgs of muscle and maintain it for life, there's a free training down below, and I'm wishing you a great day. Take care.